Hello, Fire Angel. How you doing? Okay, procrastinate eating before I go out to dance. It's hard. Techno night. Go eat something right the F now. What do you mean procrastinating eating? Well, dear, I'm working. I'm sorry, Jupiter. Thank you so much for the attendance. Thank you for the lurk, Fire Angel. I'll be here to maintain my streak while I am work. Oh my god. Alright. A break, I mean. Fair enough. Sammy, thank you so much for the attendance. How you doing? Hello, Nim. Got about 15 minutes left of break. Then I lurk. Fair enough. The monster in your story. Then I'll write my name. Hello, hello, hello. Nim, thanks so much for the attendance. It's Scarlet Hollow time. Went to book last night. It was called The Library of Armelin. It was fun. Ooh. Nice. Hello, Alex. How you doing? Wait, is it Scarlet Hollow? Yeah? It's Friday. Looking DMs, I'm letting you decide, they're tiring me. Oh, okay. Harder than my soul. Alright, watch, stream, maintain. Let's go! Today is day 98. 2 streams remain. Dude, it is a shame I am not streaming on Sunday. I will not be here. I don't have anything to watch while I Minecraft. No! Well, you will, because you watch a VOD. But to your four separate times, they want to be together so bad I can't deal with it. Just let them be together, whatever. It is Mother's Day for Canada too. It is, but I won't be here for a different reason than Mother's Day. Ooh! Hello! I'm going to a concert. As are friends with Leon Kennedy? This is wonderful. This is wonderful news. My best friend! My best friend! How's everyone doing? Welcome in. We're playing the second chapter of Scarlet Hollow. Yeesh. Do I have fish on? I may not have fish on, actually. Oh, I forgot to turn fish. I don't know if the chapters start to get longer or not. We're about to find out. I am very cozy. It's, like, cold today. I don't think it will be later, but, like, it is right now. There we go. So yeah, we're playing the second chapter, so I'm gonna actually get right into it, because like I said, I don't know how long these chapters are. And I kind of want to get the entirety of chapter 2 finished. Oh my god, it's Huffle's dog. Before I gotta go, because I'm going climbing today. Yes, yes. Okay. Let's get right into it. Surely you'll just... So I thought it would just game capture because obviously, but no. There we go. All right, so we are on chapter 2. Apparently each chapter has a hard decision. We were able to save both people last time. So I'm scared because I just happen to have the trait to do that. So we'll see what happens now. I may or may not, perhaps in the middle of a stream, I don't know timing, have things, secret things for you. Secret things for me? For me? This is amazing news. Okay, so we're going to continue. Would you like to see a recap of episode 1 before you start episode 2? I guess we're seeing, yeah, let's see a recap. Go for it. The funeral of Pearl Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt. Seems like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Welcome to our family Humble's estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floor has been known to give out. So, what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing? You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of these woods at dawn. Duke grappled with the thing as it grabs at its shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasped for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gurchin into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. Its flesh is doughy and structureless, like a loosely packed sausage. Your foot leaves an imprint in its chest, and it stumbles back, clutching at the odd wound. Your aim is flawless, and it strikes the creature square in its wretched face, lodging itself in its flesh. It scrambles back, its movements uncoordinated in its blindness, leaving Gurchin unharmed. My favorite day of the week, listening to Ultir read Slush Talk. Yippee! Welcome home. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. Wait, how did I do her voice? Oh no. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. From the comfort of Stella's guest room, the events of the past evening seemed like something that happened to someone else. Though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Tuesday morning awaits. Wake up. Oh yeah, we stayed at Stella's house. You open your eyes. The sun has risen. The birds are singing. You are still alive, and for now, you are safe. Your gaze wanders across the unfamiliar room to the window and the woods beyond, and you wonder if the monsters are looking just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the comfort of your new friend's family home. Is the music too loud? Yeah, there we go. You can't help but remember the sight of the pale faces jeering at you from the trees, their calls echoing through the woods as you ran for your life. Note, you can refresh yourself with the events of previous days by using the journal icon in the quick menu. Continue. A knock at the front door. Your morbid thoughts are interrupted by a distinctly unhappy voice filtering through the house and past the closed door of your bedroom. Uh-oh. Where the hell is Ultir? Oh, hey Tabby, there's a fresh pot of coffee on the table if you want to come in. No, I'm just here to check on my cousin. Let's make this quick. I have a lot on my plate today. You're barely decent. It might be mildly scandalous if people saw you like this. Hey, some people are trying to sleep in here. Shawl down, half clothes. Finish getting dressed and calmly collect yourself. Quickly hide under the covers. I mean, I guess we finish. I guess we get dressed. You calmly collect yourself while Tabitha fumes outside your door. Are you sure you don't want to visit for a bit? You don't have to run around being the big boss this week of all weeks. You should let yourself... I'm fine, thanks. Well, Tyr, I know you're here. Where the hell are you hiding? Let her stew for a bit. Lie. Ultir isn't here right now. Walk out to greet them. Yeah, we'll greet them. Now sufficiently prepared to greet other civilized humans, you open the door and join them in the living area. Hey! Hey! Gretchen excitedly looks at you and waggles her tail. Morning! How'd you sleep? What exactly did you two get up to last night? Girl, I didn't kiss your crush, don't worry. We went up to the woods to film a video. Never mind, I don't actually want to know. What I do want to know is why on earth you decided to blow me off to spend the night with a stranger. Hey, don't be so hard on Ultir. I asked them to crash here. And last night was a lot, Tabby. There's something horrible out in these woods, and I don't think anyone in this room wanted Ultir walking up that mountain alone last night. Stella, would you mind giving me a moment alone with my cousin? And while you're at it, please stop calling me Tabby. We're not in high school anymore. Yeah, alright. Stella stays. Isn't this Stella's house? Why are you bossing her around? Sorry, Stella, but I should probably talk to Tabitha in private. Quietly let Stella leave. I mean, in theory, yeah. Sorry, Stella, but I should probably let Tabitha talk in private. Yep, totally understandable. Just let me know when you're all done. Thanks. You've been in town for less than a day and my stress is already through the roof. I mean, I get it. Stella got you all worked up and you were too scared to walk home. Sure, whatever, that checks out. But I don't care if those woods are chock full of ghouls and ghosties. You had me worried sick. From now on, you're back at the estate by bedtime. No more impromptu sleepovers. Girl, I'm an adult. Surely I can do whatever the F I want. I can take care of myself, I go where I'm supposed to go, and something told me that this is where I was supposed to be last night. You're not my boss. You can't run off as soon as I get here and hold me to a different standard. There's actually something out there. I'm sorry it won't happen again. I'm sorry it won't happen again. Remain silent. My younger brother moved in with us. That's so funny. I'm gonna say that there's actually something out there because, like there was a reason why we stayed, right? Stella's right, though. There's actually something out there. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. We have footage. Oh, for goodness sake, don't let Stella get under your skin. Even if there was truth to that, it's all the more reason to be back at the estate before it gets dark. I'm leaving. I've already lost a good chunk of my workday coming down here. I expect to see you back at the estate tonight. You hear Stella's voice call out from another room. Wait, Tabby, let me know if you're free sometime, okay? Tabitha sighs. You're relentless. We'll see, but don't get your hopes up. Hey, no need to catch me up. I was listening from the other room. Sorry I let you get ambushed. Tabby showing up like that blindsided me. I'm happy I stayed here. I shouldn't have stayed here. I don't regret anything, but you're right. That sucked. I couldn't acknowledge what Tabitha thinks. I'd rather just pretend nothing happened. It's like, yeah, I don't regret anything, but you're right. That sucked. And it's not like I didn't let her know where I was. Last night was a lot. I don't think anyone can blame me for crashing here. Tabby just doesn't get what we went through. Who would, honestly? And for the record, I'm happy you stayed too. Anyways, sorry for that rude awakening. I've been up for a little while, but was hoping to let you get a little extra sleep. But you're up now, and we've got a full day ahead of us, so we're going to get to the bottom of this. How are you so chipper? I want to ask the other miners about Wayne. Alright, boss, what's the game plan? We do have to look at- do we have to look into us? What do we skip down and ride things out? I'm gonna do, how are you so chipper? Last night was horrible. Huh, I guess it was pretty gnarly, but those ditchlings are exactly the sort of thing I've been looking for my entire adult life. It's not like anyone got hurt, either. Except for those poor critters in the woods. Shouldn't just bury your fairlings like that. What we saw in the woods last night would mess with anyone. I get it. I get that, but it was the sort of thing that would traumatize most folks. But I guess that's just not who I am. I'm fine, really. Besides, we have a task to focus on. There'll be time to be traumatized later. Alright. I kind of do want to know about Wayne, because who the F? Why was he like that? I want to ask the other miners about Wayne. I want to check out the mines at some point today. Maybe some of the miners there can tell us about Wayne. He scared the bejesus out of me last night. Definitely. Kanika's waiting for us at the library, so we should head over there first. But unless we find something solid on ditchlings there, the mines seem to be the strongest lead we've got. Oh! Let me set up a group chat. What's your number? You and Stella exchange numbers. That's awesome. Group chat. A text message from Stella to you and Kanika. It reads, group chat. Anyway, daylight's burning, so let's roll out. Need protein. We should eat something, right? Yeah, let's eat something. So hungry. Don't worry about it. I packed all sorts of snacks for the day, and Oscars totally won't mind if we eat at the library. Alright, let's go. Works for me. Let's roll. The walk to town was short. Stella's house is barely a stone throws from what remains of Scarlet Hollow's once bustling a main street. You shudder as you stare down the thoroughfare, both from the chill in the morning air and the all-too-present memories of everything you witnessed last night. You see that tall building labeled Town Hall? That's actually the library. Well, it's also the Town Hall, but that's just a small upstairs office nowadays. I guess this town's not what it used to be. That, and our mayor's really into going on walks. I think there's actually going to be a meet and greet later this week. Could be just the pick me up we need with everything that's been going on. Back to work. Have fun. Thank you for the lurk. Sounds fun. Maybe he'll actually take this whole ditchling thing seriously. Maybe. Yuck, politicians. It's like a mayor of a small town. It's kind of like not the same thing. I think there's actually going to be a meet and greet later this week. Could be just the pick-me-up we need to everything that's been going on. Maybe he'll actually take this whole ditchling thing seriously. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Oh, hey! Morning, Stella, and same to you, Ultir. Speak of the devil, we were just talking about you. Coming from Stella's, huh? Did y'all have a slumber party? Sorry, y'all, but I'm actually in a bit of a rush this morning. I really can't stop to chat. It'll take me a bit to set up, so if you want to catch up with folks to grab something at the diner, you can meet up me at the library when you're done. Ooh, who do I want to hang out with? Sure, let's go to the diner. I want food. Oh, sure, see you in a bit, Stella. Cool, see you soon. Like, Kanika's there, so, like, she's not gonna be alone. Huh, she always has time to chat. Did something happen last night? Oh, Stella and Ultir just got up in a bit of trouble, that's all. It's not my place to share. Well, it's your place to share, right, Ultir? Tell everybody the whole truth. Nothing really happened. Stella didn't want to say anything that I'm not going to say anything either. I'm traumatized and not ready to talk about it yet. Geez, nosy much, I'd hardly know you. I mean, if he's, like, if this person's gonna think I'm a crazy person, they're gonna think I'm a crazy person. Like, why not? You know? Stella and I went into the woods to try and find a skunk ape, but we ran into something way worse. Actual monsters. Sybil said that they're called ditchlings, but whatever they are, there are dozens of them. They're, manipulating the local wildlife. Whoa, slow down. Y'all actually found something out there? I can corroborate. I may not have been out there with them, but I've seen their footage, and they encountered something otherworldly in those woods. Well, whatever it was happening out there, you're clearly a little shaken up. Tell you what, I'm on break for the next half hour. How about you swing by the diner? Weenie can fix you some of Sybil's new blend and try to calm your nerves. It's chaga and lemon balm. It's always helped me on the bad days. And if you need to talk about what happened, I'm all ears. Anyways, it's up to you. See you around, Ultir. See ya, Sybil. Take care now, Avery. Oh. I got an achievement. I better get back to it myself. I'm glad I was able to catch you this morning, if only to see how you were holding up. Please don't hesitate to stop by if I can be of any help. We both know there's something horribly wrong about this place. How are you so calm? Thanks, Sybil. Why do you know anything about... Wait, do you know anything else about ditchlings? Why doesn't anyone in town seem to know or care about the woods are full of monsters? What is wrong with people? Quiet later, leave. No, we're definitely using the mystical option here. We both know there's something horribly wrong about this place. How are you so calm? Don't mistake my calm demeanor for complacency. We all have our parts to play. I trust that you and Stella have what it takes to get to the bottom of things. I'm so sorry to cut our conversation short, but I've got things that need tending to. Stay safe, Ultir, and God bless. Stella said you had time to kill before she finished setting up. Explore, swing by the diner, swing by the general store, head to the library. We're going to the diner. You head towards the diner. I want some food. And some tea. Hey, man. We're hanging out. The diner is a little quiet today, but the air is still heavy with the tantalizing smell of breakfast. Explore. Warn the patrons of the danger. I will not be doing that. That sounds crazy. I love this game because sometimes I look over and you're working... Wait. Sometimes I look over and you're working out with Mel and Owen? Huh? Oh. The game that you're playing. I was like, what are you talking about? We're talking to Avery. I'm not warning the patrons. That's crazy. We're not, like, oh my god. You slide into the booth across from Avery. Hey there, stranger. Before you can exchange words, Weenie saddles up, a fresh mug of tea in hand. Heard you might need this. And don't worry about paying for it. The funeral has you worried plenty already, I'd bet. Dude, I haven't paid for anything at this diner yet. And the answer to 29 down is oink. What? But the clue is pen sound. How is that a pen? How is that a sound a pen makes? Wait, pen like pig pen? Are you kidding me? How was I supposed to guess that? I don't know why you even bother with those things. You're just gonna frustrate you. It's just something to do to fill the time, but maybe I should switch to Sudoku. Weenie leaves. Avery contemplating daily newspaper puzzles, returning to her seat behind the counter. So, thanks for telling me about last night. If you want to really get into the grisly details, you can tell me. I won't judge. Try your tea. What if, you don't believe me? Tell everybody about last night. Last night still feels raw. Why don't we just talk? No, I'm trying my tea. We're drinking this tea. The man in the far back corner clears his throat as you bring the tea to your mouth. Don't mind Julius. I don't think he drinks anything other than coffee. Bro, screw you. I'm trying to drink my tea! You take a gentle sip of your tea. Sybil was right. You can already feel it begin to ease some of the strain and tension from last night's events. Color me impressed. Not a lot of folk take to chaga so quickly. Yeah, I'm gonna go. What if you don't believe me about last night? I'm not here to judge. I'm here to listen. Yeah, we're gonna tell Avery about last night. You share everything. Glad to have someone to talk to about the horrors you've witnessed. Wow, that is some heavy stuff. No wonder Stella seems distant. Monsters in the woods. Never heard of anything like that around here. I mean, I know I haven't been around that long, but I feel like that's the kind of thing people would talk about. How exciting. I hadn't pegged you as... What the F does that mean? What the F does that mean? Do you regret moving here? All of this is kind of exciting, isn't it? You should get out of here before things get any worse. If you have a car, drive away. You should get out of here before and take me with you. Let me know if you hear anything. Any leads might be helpful. I'm gonna do you regret moving here? Because the first one, I don't know what they mean by that. Like someone who came from a place to another, essentially what a transplant is. Not a trans- I know it's not a trans thing, I've just never heard that, like, I've never been anyone being like, oh, I didn't know you were not from around here, you transplant. Like, what are you talking about? Hello? Finally caught you knitting? Excellent. Do you regret moving here? Whoa, why did the other two look at me? Whoa, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like how the other two looked at me when I said that. Hello? Holy moly, don't do that. I don't think I have the choice to have second thoughts here. I'm not going anywhere without Aunt Winnie, and there's no way she's leaving this place. I found my place here, I think. I can't say I feel like uprooting again anytime soon. So I think that means I like it well enough. Shouldn't uproot too often anyway. Stresses out the plant. I'm gonna go, all of this is kind of exciting, isn't it? Yeah, who knows what's going to happen next. But it sounds like those muscles of yours have already come in handy. If it hits the fan, I'm going to stick with you. My coffee's out. Oh no, and you only have 5 cups today. How are you going to survive? Kidding. I'll just be a second, Julius. Well, here, looks like I better get back to it. Hope you're feeling a little better. Maybe the chaka has a chance to start working its magic. Oh, but before I go, I'm throwing a party this weekend. Nothing fancy, just a little get-together. Avery grabs a napkin, pulling out a pen and quickly scribbling something on the thin paper before handing it to you. That's my place. Come by any time after 6 on Saturday. It's almost Halloween, and it didn't seem like anyone else was gonna throw one, so I stepped up to the plate. Though if you didn't cover her with a costume, don't worry. I'm sure I convinced the bouncer to let you in anyway. Avery slips out of the booth, giving a friendly halfway before disappearing into the back. I've seen a few of those things up near my place, you know. Bullets do them just fine. The man hides behind his newspaper, clearly uninterested in saying another word. Alright, Julius. Alright! You leave the diner, ready to continue your day. Yeah, we'll swing by the general store, we might as well. This is your first time seeing the general store in the light of day. A young man sits at the table by the register, too preoccupied with his phone to care about you stepping in. Should leave town, there are monsters in the woods. Hi, I'm Altier. Do you know how to get to the mines? If I wanted to buy chips or something, do I talk to you? Or what you doing on your phone? See how you're done here. I don't want to talk to this guy. I want to look... Okay. I'm just gonna introduce myself. You were just hanging out with my brother, and out of nowhere, Divorce Alex is just saying sweet things towards you. That's awesome. Hi, I'm Altier. I just got to town yesterday. Yeah? I know. Mom told me. What's your name? Miles. If I wanted to buy chips or something, do I talk to you or... Miles sighs. I guess, yeah. Kanika decided to skip work today, so of course whatever plans I had didn't matter. Just take the tips. I don't care. I'm paying for my chips. Wouldn't that be stealing? Won't Kanika get mad? I'm not about to turn down free stuff. Well... No, I'm gonna pay for the chips. Like, let's be real here. I'm paying for my chips. I insist. I'm not ringing you up. Take them or leave them. I feel like there's a dilemma here. Wouldn't that be stealing? If Kanika cares about running this place right, she can hire someone else and let me live my life. We make most of our money on bulk orders anyway. A bag of chips doesn't make a difference. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, thanks. Have it your way. What you doing on your phone? Games. You probably haven't heard of them. I'm just gonna go. See you, Miles. Miles doesn't respond as you turn and leave the general store. That's awesome. That's awesome. Head to the library. Guys, I got an achievement for not stealing anything. This is awesome. Holy moly. Now... What's going on here? Are we seeing this picture? Are you guys seeing this picture? There's a bunch of people. They're carrying some guy. He's tied to, like, a train track thing. There's some children playing beside them. The woods are on fire. That's a crazy, crazy picture. Are we, like, so okay? Are we so okay? Anyways, there's a black cat. You enter the former town hall. What once must have been a steady foyer has since been converted into rows of shelves. Meeting rooms and offices long gave way to assorted reference collections and reading areas. Oh hey, you made it! Settle in at Stella's table, so Stella and point to all the books before heading over to her table. And we're going to... Who the F cares? You get over to Stella's table and settle in. Glad you found the place. Hail, Tyr. You look tired. Snitch on Miles. It was hard to fall asleep last night, all things considered. I'll sleep when I'm dead. I'm pretty amped up, actually. I've never done a Scooby-Doo before. Kanika, you can't just tell someone they look tired. It was hard to fall asleep last night, all things considered. Yeah, it was pretty hard to sleep at, I already read that. I can't say I got awake myself. Yeah, same. Anyway, I guess we should get started. Hey there, stranger. I don't have this many voices in me, actually. This is so difficult. Hey there, strangers. I'm a literal stranger. Introduce yourself. Hey, I'm Ultir, Tabitha's cousin. I'm in town for the funeral. Oh, I should have known you were a Scarlet. You look so much like Vivian. Not that I knew her very well. I was still a little kid when she left. But that Scarlet resemblance, it's, strong. I'm Oscar, Chief Librarian, and, only librarian. Oscar's amazing. He practically built this library from scratch. Yeah, I'm a little jealous of what the kids around here got to grow up with. They don't know how good they have it. Back when I was in elementary school, all the library had was a couple shelves of boring books donated by old people. Y'all are too kind. But speaking of kids, have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. You know the crowd she hangs around with. They're good kids at heart. I'm sure they're just up at the old Maxwell place doing teen stuff. I went up there plenty of times in my day, but I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled. I don't like the thought of teens getting up to mischief with all those ditchlings in the wood. I'm sure she's fine. What's the old Maxwell place? It's this great old abandoned spot. It's practically a magnet for young people. Even horror students aren't free from its call, or honor roll students aren't free from its call. Can't believe I used to be so reckless. The floors there were like Swiss cheese. I really shouldn't have talked with Rosalina when she gets home. So like Oscar's here. Do I mention the ditchlings or do I just... Like, Avery's one thing. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm sure she's fine. You might not want to let her run off like that anymore, though. It's not as safe as it usually is around here. Is that so? Kanika's right. There's some weird stuff going on in those woods. That's actually why we came in today. Have you ever heard of creatures called ditchlings? They apparently show up around places on the brink of disaster, but they kind of look like if the Pillsbury Doughboy was a creepypasta. Kanika's mom told us about them last night after seeing some footage we got in the woods. So, like, how modern this is like freaking me out. Ditchlings. Doesn't ring a bell. Dang, worth a shot. Okay, if you were, say, trying to predict a horrific disaster that might befall our town, where would you start looking? Well, they say history repeats itself, so I'd probably try and figure out what sort of disasters this region typically falls prey to. Should I be worried about something? Girl, we just been saying the thing out loud. I don't know yet. I'll be right back. Gonna, go nab some more books. Oh, bad. Behave while I'm gone, Gurchin. You don't have to worry about her, Stella. You're such a good dog, aren't you, Gurchin? Here, have a biscuit, I'll go. Gurchin inhales a soft biscuit, drool leaking from her toothless mouth as she swallows it whole. She has no teeth? I'm pretty sure Stella's barking up the wrong tree, Oscar. I don't think you have to worry about any horrible calamity befalling the town. But she's right about the weird stuff. There's definitely something unusual going on in these woods. Mythical. Do you really not feel where all this is going? The moment their whispers made their way to me, it's like everything started to click into place. A reckoning is coming for this town. It's something that we can get to the bottom of. Whatever's out there in the woods has been brutalizing the local wildlife. Get out while you still can. Oh, we're gonna be creepy. Oh, we're gonna be so creepy. Do you really not fear where all this is going? The moment their whispers made their way to me, it's like everything started to click into place. A reckoning is coming for this town. I'm gonna try calling Rosalina again. I'm sure she's fine, really. Don't mind Altair. They've been hanging out with Stella too much. Girl, I'm always like this. Rosalina's a smart kid. She knows better than to go around and getting into trouble, and will make sure to keep her eyes peeled. Altair, if you see a 13-year-old girl with a black braid and glasses, would you let her know her dad is worried about her? Oscar anxiously wanders off, phone in hand. Got him! Just grabbed a whole mess of local history books. Stella sets a massive pile of books on the table and pulls up a chair. Alright. This is gonna be so much faster with the two of you here to help out. Got our snacks, got our books. Let's get this research party started. Reading awaits. Oh my god! It's that effing creature from Madoka Magica. Is that the thing for the show I need to finish? That's the thing! That's the creature! Guys, I don't remember which button it was to, like, make it so that... Oh, I don't know what happened. I don't know what button it is. I don't remember. There's a button to make it so that this thing goes away. I don't remember what it is. Is it I? No. I'm scared to touch buttons. Is it H? It's H. It's that effing creature. It's that effing creature from the thing. Holy moly. Anyway. Flip through Vines of Scarlet, A History of the Scarlet Hollow Coal Mines. Flip through Soleil Scarlet, Soldier, Woodsman, Leader. Flip through Appalachian Folk Monsters. Reading is for suckers. Let Kanika and Stella do the work for you. Ooh. I actually really want to know about the coal mines. I love when there's a town with a coal mine and then there's creepy creatures in the coal mine. Yes. And they dig up something they're not supposed to. Yes. So that's what we're reading. Forced into retirement at age 50 due to a war injury from his time in the Indian Wars. Accelerated by his short stay serving as a captain in the Confederacy, Salacious, I know how to pronounce his name, but not really. This is a Scarlet who lost his eldest two sons to that bloodiest of wars, leaving his third eldest son, Andrew Jackson Scarlet, to take charge of the mine. Silas. Thank you. Under his leadership, the mine prospered, undoubtedly in part due to the growth of the railroad industry. Managed to evade the coal union for decades, making them one of the most profitable mines in the country. Andrew Scarlet built the surrounding town into what it is today, with extensive stone buildings, a bustling main street, and overseeing it all, the elegant Scarlet estate that was, until 1895, the largest and finest feat of architecture in the region. Accumulating in the tragic collapse of 1918, it was found that Charles Shaw, the co-manager of the mine, had loosened security measures to increase production during World War I, resulting in a fatal collapse in the depths of over 160 men and boys, some as young as 10. Oh. I love when the history is ghosts in the effing mine. Yes, they dug up something they weren't supposed to. The casualties included Andrew Jackson Scarlet's son Theodore, his brother Enoch V Scarlet, who had taken over their aging father during the bustling of the war, managed to pull the mine from the brink of ruin, thereby saving the town. Yo, Shu, hello! This is how your family made its fortune. How could you not know that? Hi! Hi! How are you doing? We're playing Scarlet Hollow, which is a horror game. We're on chapter 2 right now. We're doing research. Sorry, I have fishing priorities. Honestly, that's so fair. Oh, I can read all of them? Oh my god. Silas, Scarlet, Soldier, Woodman, Leader. I'm doing great, how about you? I'm doing awesome! I'm a little tired. I woke up quite early this morning, but we're good otherwise. Silas Everett Scarlett was born to Colonel Everett J. Scarlett in 1818, one of the 12 siblings. He grew up in eastern North Carolina during a turbulent time in the state's history, and not much is known about his life before he joined the army in 1836. He quickly rose to the ranks, in part due to his father's connections, but also due to a particular ruthlessness, for which he received the nickname Bloody Silas Scarlett. The federal government granted the now Captain Silas a tract of bounty land in exchange for his service in the Indian War, and he settled into the hills of North Carolina in 1841. That land would become Scarlet Hollow. But it started as a simple log cabin, built by Silas's own hands, occupied by his family of 10. Silas, his wife, Mary Joseph Scarlett, and their 8 children. Logging business brought many workers and fellow landowners to the hills, but it wasn't until Silas discovered rich seams of coal running underneath the entire region that Scarlet Hollow was really put on the map. He saved what he could and brought the surrounding hillside at a great discount, clearly hiding what he knew about the land's true value. Thus, he had all the resources to found Scarlet Hollow's now famous coal mine. Tired, you say? Yeah, because I didn't go to bed as early as I usually do, but I did wake up at the same time. You're finished with this one. I'm finished with this one! Hello? Okay. Ash, thank you so much for the attendance. Brah, I want to read more history, actually. This is your history. This is your family. You were related to these people. Good afternoon. I have to make dinner, so have a lurk for me. Thank you for the lurk. Hope you're enjoying the game. I am enjoying the game. It's true. Y'all, it is early for me. It's been 5 ever. Flip through Appalachian folk monsters. A few entries catch your eye. Wampus cat, a large cat-like creature with a loud, howling voice, often said to sound like a woman crying out in pain. Tommyknockers, enigmatic cave-dwelling creatures primarily known for causing mischief. Talipo, a small creature with a long tail and wide yellow eyes. No, we're hey guys, we're gonna go into the mines later. Mischief! Tommyknockers originated in Cornish mythology, spreading to the United States when the Cornish immigrants began working in Appalachian mines. They're named for the knocking that can be heard from seemingly within the walls before a cave-in. According to some, the knocking serves as a benevolent warning. Others believe that the creature takes stolen hammers to the supporters of miners and collapses them on whoever is unfortunate enough to still be inside. They are traditionally thought to be impish, leprechaun-like beings, but some claim they are the spirits of dead miners, forever cursed to haunt their final resting place. Maybe I was still going, I shall be a hecking inquirer. For now I must go away to cook. Okay, Wampus Cat. Often linked to Cherokee legend, some cite the Wampus Cat as originating with the story of a woman who sought vengeance against a monstrous cat demon for driving her husband mad. She hunted it down and, by wearing a bobcat mask, tricked it into using its own vile magic on itself, freeing the people of their region from its evil. Others say the creature comes from the story of a woman who wore the pelt of a wild cat to witness forbidden hunting rites. The hunters of her village gathered to perform the rites, and she watched in secret from underneath the cat's pelt, but was soon discovered. For indiscretion, she was fused with the pelt and transformed into a creature that was neither human nor cat, forced to wander the wilderness alone, feared by all. Her calls are some of great sadness and serve as a warning to anyone who dares go against tradition. Awesome. There was a hunter who lived in a tiny cabin in the middle of the woods, all alone with a hunting dog. One night, after a particularly bad week of hunting, both their stomachs empty, the hunter spied something out of the corner of his eye. Some small creature had gone into the cabin through a hole, and before he could even figure out what it was, he'd drawn his gun and fired at the thing, his hunger guiding his actions. But it was quick, and ran back through its hidey hole and out of sight, leaving only its tails, only his long black tail shot off by the hunter's rifle. "Guess what'll have to do," he said to his dog, and threw the tail in a pot to cook a soup. He and his dog ate well that night, the tail filling them both up. The hunter crawled into his bed satisfied, and his dog curled up at his feet. He woke up to the sound of a long nail scratching across the wood. His dog was nowhere in sight, only a rumpled spot on the covers where he'd been, and in the gloom he saw 2 big yellow eyes staring right at him. I want my Tally-Po. A hoarse voice cracked from the darkness. Go away, he screamed at the thing. But it stepped closer to him, still shrouded in darkness. The sound of long claws dragging across hardwood accompanied its movements. I want my Tally-Po, the creature growled again. I'll get my dog after you, the hunter squeaked, his voice catching in his throat with fear, but there was no dog to be seen. I want my Tally-Po! Before the hunter could so much as scream, the creature leapt from the darkness, long claws stretched out towards the hunter. No one is sure what the creature did to him that night. The next morning, all that remained of the hunter, his dog, and his cabin with a chimney, standing alone in the woods. Alright! You close the book and put it back. I think I'm all done. Let's check in. Alright, what we learn? Alright, if we're going with what Kanika's mom told us last night, I think we can rule out any natural disasters as what brought the ditchlings here. But not nuclear incidents. Looks like our state has a history with those. What about y'all? Find anything? A cat! Before you can respond, a handsome black cat leaps onto the table. Almost on instinct, Stella slams her book shut. Aw, hey Pixel! You might want to close your book. He loves to rip up any paper he can find. Don't worry, little guy. I didn't forget any treats. Artemis, is that you? No, that cat is way too smart. Pixel immediately goes to town on Stella's streets. Sorry if Pixel's bothering y'all. Hopefully he hasn't gobbled up any of your books. He can't stand the thought of people... He can't stand the thought that people might pay attention to anything that isn't him. Why do you let a paper shredder friendly wander why do you let a paper shredder freely wander a library? That's kind of like real though, actually. Don't laugh at me. Have you seen this little guy's face? How could I say no to that? Leave Pixel be. Oh, bad. You decide to leave Pixel be. The cat curls up on the table, fast asleep. That's awesome. Alright, I better get back to shelving. Let me know if y'all need anything. So what was it you were saying about nuclear incidents? Do you think there's a cult here? Where did that come from? Talk about Veins of Scarlet, talk about, so this Scarlet, talk about Appalachian folk museums. Do you think Wayne factors into any of this? Why don't we help look for Rosaline? Ooh, I think we should talk about Veins of Scarlet, actually. So, about the coal mines here. Kanika visibly shudders. I get cold sweats just thinking about being in a place like that. I feel for the guys who work up there. I could never. Speak for yourself. I love a good, crevasse. Crevasse? Girl, I don't know. Okay. What happened after the mines collapse? A union-busting mine collapse from poor working conditions. Color me shocked. No, real. Maybe the ditchlings are here to foretell another collapse. What if the ditchlings are coming from the mines? What if there's something toxic in the mines poisoning the town? Wayne seems sick. I'm not sure how they tie in, but the mines seem important. The whole town is built around them. The mines seem too obvious. It's gotta be something else. I don't care if the mines are too obvious. I want to go in the mines. What happened after the mine collapse? Oh, you want to check DM so bad. You cannot show it to you. You'll probably use this rough version. Okay, I'm looking. Okay, I'm looking. Ooh. Ooh. Guys, Nim is cooking. Yippee. Yippee. This is awesome news. Possibly the vibes of the character I want you to VA. Oh my god! Dude, I'd be so honored. Holy moly. That'd be awesome. Yes, excellent. Oh my god, I completely missed some of Shu's messages. It's so awkward. Anyways. What happened after the mine collapsed? The book just kind of glosses over that. There was a union for a little bit, but it didn't last. There's not a whole lot written about the past century here. Yeah, the Scarlet Hollow mine isn't exactly the most ethically run business. I'm sure Tabby runs the mines better than Charles Shaw did. Still hasn't let the union in though. There's a reason she and I don't talk. Wait, there's a reason she and I don't talk. Kinika kind of based for that. Not gonna lie. It's like, oh, why don't we let the union in? What's going on? Yo! Jesus, hello! Thank you so much for the raid! How you doing? Let me give you a shout out. What were you doing today? Boom! And then I will also give you a fish. Boom. Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my god, I love this emoji. Yo, yo! Welcome in. My name's Ultralight. I'm primarily a knitting streamer, but sometimes I play horror games, Minecraft, puzzle games, and Overwatch. Today we're playing a horror game. Playing Scarlet Hollow Episode 2. Yeah. That's me. What were you guys playing? Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Marvel Rivals? Nice! Nice, 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 nice. Nah, I got it. Did we do some good games? Did we win? Surely we won. Sure. Oh. Did we not win? I won a loss. Surely we won more than we lost. Surely. Right? Fair enough. I hope you have fun. I put something in my mouth before I had to read stuff, which is like, wasn't the best decision. There we go, okay. You guys really seem to have a bone to pick with Charles Shaw. That's what happened when someone directly causes a monumental disaster, especially in a small town like this. People tend to spit when they hear your name. He got run out of town on a rail, you know. Is that the guy on the thing? Land shark. That's the guy? Guys, you know how I was talking about a picture of the holy moly? And that's not a figure of speech. Back when they actually tried you to a rail and ran you out of town, there's a big memorial of it over on the far wall. Yeah, I saw that. It's quite large and obvious. He got off easy, if you ask me. Union busting mineclads from poor working conditions, color be shocked. Yeah, it's pretty awful. That's what that sculpture out front is for, commemorating all the men and children who died that day. Every time in Scarlet Hollow, every kid in Scarlet Hollow learns about the collapse of 1918. Our teachers love to emphasize how many children they had working down there, probably to try and show us how good we have it or whatever. Low bar, if you ask me. You know, that could be what the ditchlings are warning us about, another collapse. Writing it down on the list of potential disasters. Yeesh, Stella, that's morbid. And besides, it was all Charles Shaw's fault. The labor market is way more strict now. There's no way you could get away with that kind of safety cutbacks he pulled. Y'all don't actually think about... Y'all don't actually think the mountain is about to collapse, right? No, I don't think so. Phew, had me worried there for a second. I hate to give Tabitha any credit, but the mine is safer now than when it was back then. Still, what a horrible thought. You never know. How about... What if there's something toxic in the mines poisoning the town? Wayne seems sick. That creep who keeps coming around my mom's tea room? He snuck up on us last night and called out Old Tyr by name. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with him. You hear that, Wayne? Wayne's not here. Maybe there's some sort of parasite down in the mines. Maybe it's infected Wayne, and maybe Wayne infected the local wildlife. Huh. Yeah, that could work. Stella, what was that you were saying about nuclear incidents? You were talking about that Goldsboro thing, right? Yeah. Apparently in the 60s, a B-52 carrying a live warhead broke up midair and dropped a couple of bombs. Fascinating bit of history there. The first of the 2 bombs landed upright after its parachute got caught in a tree. Thankfully, it didn't go off. At the time, the government claimed that the bomb was unarmed, but later came out that the only thing preventing a detonation was a single electrical switch which failed to trigger on the descent. And 60 years later, the second bomb still hasn't been recovered. Right. It's conventional explosive discharge in midair, but most of the nuclear material was made uncoverable by flooding. If I remember correctly, they just buried it and sealed it up. I don't think disarming a nuclear bomb is part of our skill set, so the nuke made the ditchlings. If the bomb is somewhere else, why would there be so many ditchlings here? Oh god, we're screwed. It's like, I don't think disarming nuclear bombs is part of our skill set. Absolutely not. And there's no way a nuclear bomb made those things. I'm just saying, you never know with radiation. We actually know quite a bit. It just melts you. It doesn't make monsters. And a 60-year-old bomb isn't going to explode on its own hundreds of miles away and kill us here. You never know. There could always be a whole underground society of bomb-worshipping mutants just waiting to blow it up. I've missed this. Let's talk about Silas Scarlet. So Silas Scarlet. Rich guy in the South, I should have known it wouldn't be pretty. I guess he was a product of a different time. Who knows what future generation will think when they look back at us. Wow, talk about a self-made man. Seems like a great dude. Do you think the ditchlings are here for retribution? The town is stuck in the past and built on atrocities. I've already practically collapsed onto it itself, no offense. You look like a terrible person, but I don't see what that has to do with bad omens or creatures in the woods. I don't really think he's relevant to whatever's happening right now, never mind. Yeah, rich guy in the South, I should have known it wouldn't be pretty. Yeesh, I figured old money from the South wouldn't be great, but he sure did some things to get where he was, huh? That book is a perfect example of why you should use multiple sources for your research instead of trusting the first thing you read on a subject. Yep, dude was a monster. The mines made a lot of money during the Civil War, too. And you can probably guess which side a North Carolina businessman owner would be working for. Sorry you're related to him. Do you think the ditchlings are here for retribution? That seems tedious. Assuming Kanika's mom is right, they're here as an omen, not because they're going to do something themselves. And I think we know how I feel on the matter. Any luck with Rosalina? Not yet. I knew a teen would be a handful, but I didn't think it would happen overnight. I'll probably head out once you're all done and check in on her usual haunts. I could talk about the Appalachian folk monsters. I guess. Almost Cat sounds like they could be mountain lions. Do you think the ditchlings are Tommyknockers? Do you think Wayne is a Tommyknocker? My mom used to tell me that Talipo story. I'd totally forgotten about it. Do you think Wayne is a Tommyknocker? Maybe he's the ghost of a dead miner. There's seriously something wrong with the guy, and we should definitely look into it, but I don't think he's a ghost. Yeah, ghosts tend to be tied to a specific place, though maybe he's haunting the whole town? He's not a ghost because ghosts aren't real. I've also seen him, like, touch stuff. My mom used to tell me that Talipo story. I'd totally forgotten about it. Back when I was little. I can't believe I forgot that one. It scared me so bad I didn't eat soup for years. That a monster might try and dig it out of my stomach if I did. I love that one. There's this old chimney in the woods that I used to think was the chimney from Talipo. The one that was left after the thing did whatever it did. Now I know there's just because chimneys don't burn down and wooden houses do. That doesn't mean it's not the chimney from Talipo. I've camped out there a couple times and seen some pretty spooky stuff. Yeah, I watched that video. You saw raccoons. You're gonna get rabies one of these days chasing after wildlife like that. What can I say? I like to live on the edge. Almost Cats kind of sound like they could be mountain lions. Voice like a woman crying out, something between person size and cat size. Definitely. They are 100% mountain lions. Kinika, you know there are no mountain lions up here. I thought you were supposed to be a skeptic. But the myths are old, right? Mountain lions didn't go extinct in the Appalachian that long ago. Those legends haven't died off yet. Almost every cryptid can be tracked down to either a hoax or someone getting confused about a perfectly normal animal, sometimes both. Bigfoot, for instance, started as a prank. Then folks saw bears walking around on their hind legs and got freaked out, and now here we are. You'll eat those words when I get the first clear footage of Bigfoot. If you manage that, I will print out a piece of paper that says Bigfoot isn't real and literally eat it, I promise. I'm holding you to it. Let's move on. We should check out the mines. Between Wayne, the old collapse, and the fact that the whole town's practically been built around them, it seems like the smartest place to start. Good idea. There's an awful lot of miner-related stuff in my notes. We can poke around, find out if anyone's seen anything weird. Just to clarify, you two are suggesting we go to question some of the miners, right? We are not poking around unprepared in the actual mines, right? Right? Yeah, totally. 100%. I would never. We don't even have a good reason to go down there. Good. Let's keep it that way. You know how I feel about mines. I promise. I promise, Sneaks. We're just going to question some of the miners. And if that questioning gives us a good reason to poke around, say, a cool-abounding coal mine, then we'll cross our bridge when we come to it. You can cross our bridge when we come to it. I am not going underground. I'm just messing with you. We'll stick to the surface. Yeah, and hopefully we can find out what's wrong with Wayne while we're at it. Maybe Tabitha can help us out. Hopefully this will mean I can get a chance to know Tabitha a little bit better. I'm sure Tabitha's gonna love that we're snooping around. Alright, let's try and stay under the radar. Awesome, let's roll. Hopefully this means I'll get a chance to get a... I want Tabitha to like us. I'm trying my best. Mika did not like that. I don't think she's going to be super jazzed to see any of us snooping around the mines, let alone bothering her while she's trying to run the place. She does get a little grumpy when she's at work. She gets grumpier at work. I'm pretty sure pissed is at that girl's baseline level of existence. Chatting over dinner might be a better way to get to know her. If you're okay eating boxed mac and cheese. We can sneak around the mines, no problem. She won't even know we're there. Look at us, going out on a caper together. I miss this. I missed it too. Though there is something missing. Reese. I really miss that dude. I can't believe how long it's been. Have you seen him lately? Nope. I've tried to plan stuff, but he's been too sick. I didn't realize he was getting so bad. That poor guy. You know, we could just pop over and surprise him. He seems excited to meet old Tyr. Maybe we'll finally get him to leave his little cave. Hell yeah, let's do it. See ya, Oscar. We'll let you know if we run into Rosalina. Thanks, guys. I'll keep y'all posted. Oh my god. Reese's home stands at the edge of the forest wall, an isolated buffer cushioning the rest of the town from an unending wilderness. Knock knock. Reese, it's Stella. I bought some buddies too. Shh, not so loud. He's still sleeping. Can I help you with something? Who the F is this woman? Hello? The woman in the doorway stares directly into your eyes. You can practically feel her shimmering irritation washing over you. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it would be okay if Reese could come hang out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. I'm not gonna wake him up. If he's sleeping, he probably needs it. Whatever you two have planned, it probably beyond what he can manage right now anyways. Oh no, poor Reese. It's just been so long since either of us have gotten the chance to hang out with him. I'm sure he and Old Tyr would get along super well, too. I don't want to say any of these. Like, I kind of want to introduce myself, but also... like... I'm not gonna lie to her. And I don't want to say this either. I'm scared about this one just because it says Vivian's kid at the end, but I guess we're gonna do that. Hi, I'm Old Tyr, Vivian's kid. Oh, she did not like that. I know who you are. The way she avoids looking at you as she speaks makes you feel like you've done something wrong, even though you're pretty sure you've done nothing at all. Alright, alright. Reese's mom turns back to the house, sighing. Sorry, I know that was a little rude. You just want to hang out with Reese, and he misses both of you too. He's usually feeling his best around mid-afternoon. Why don't you come over tomorrow, we can have some supper, and y'all can hang out for a bit. I don't promise that he'll be perky, but I'm sure he'll brighten his spirits to see you two again. And I suppose you can come too, Old Tyr. I don't know if I want to. That'd be great. I can bring a side dish. Maybe deviled eggs? Does he still eat those? No, eggs are a little much for him. They don't settle well. You can leave the cooking to me. I know what he can handle. Okay, I'll bring soda then. That's not... Okay, fine. You can bring soda. Nothing with caffeine. Ginger ale preferably. Oh, and leave the dog at home. She might cheer him up. You know they have those therapy dogs in hospital. No dogs. Thanks so much, Dr. Kelly. We'll stop bothering you now. See you later. Oh. Dr. Kelly nods in acknowledgement and quickly shuts the door. The sound of several locks clicking into place could be heard from within. Girl, your friend might... Okay. God, that woman makes me so nervous. She used to be so nice when we were kids. Anyways, had the best stickers when we had to get our shots. Maybe she's just stressed about Reese. Or maybe she's just nice to kids. Either way, I guess it's just the three of us. You gotta drive? Yeah, sorry. I don't like the thought of going up there without the van. Cool. I'll take my shortcut then. It shouldn't take long for me to get there. You're welcome to tag along, Old Tyr. Don't worry. I won't be, offended if you rather a ride with Kanika. I'm sure you're probably sick of the woods. Either way works for me. Oh! Now, why not just drive up with Kanika? Aren't the mines a bit ways off? Don't worry about it, Old Tyr. There's a lot of junk in the back of my van. It gets a little tight with more than two people. Oh yeah, she doesn't like cars, right. I forgot. I forgot that Stella doesn't like cars. Now here's the thing, it's not really about whether I want to be with Kanika or Stella, it's whether do I want to walk to the mines? Or do I want to ride? We're gonna go for a little drive. Right with Kanika. We're going into the van. This is awesome. Kanika is a careful driver, maintaining her control even though her old van bumps around on the unpaved mountain roads. She treats the tight turns with the fear they deserve, unlike your cousin, whose mood seems to make itself known through how aggressively she speeds around the treacherous bends. Thanks for indulging us on that little diversion. Reese's mom is scary. I've seen him in person maybe 5 or 6 times in as many years. And that was always in his house. And with his mom right there the whole time. No one even knows what he's sick with. That sort of isolation can't be good for his health, no matter what his mom says. Oh. Now that she's on a route, can you tell me what's up with Stella and cars? Like, actually? It took some convincing to get her to ride back with Duke last night, even after everything that happened in the woods. Wait, she actually got into a car last night? She must have been really freaked out. That's how her parents died. Car crash. She was in the car, too. Just some cuts and bruises. But she doesn't like cars and tries her best to stay away from them. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Especially if you're in the car when it happened. Holy moly. Yeah, no. I don't think she's ever going to actually leave this town. Has she seen someone like a therapist, like actually for real? Good luck finding a therapist within walking distance of Scarlet Hollow. I don't think there's something Stella'd go for anyway. She likes to solve her own problems. She was in the car when her parents died of a car crash. That's not like, oh, I'm gonna figure this out on my own. That's... Nuh-uh. So what's actually going on with Reese? Good question. I wish I knew. His mom's been saying he's sick for years, and it's not like she's wrong about it. He's been a wreck the few times I've seen him. I just find it a little weird that his mom hasn't brought in any outside doctors, at least not that any I'm aware of. I mean, she's a doctor, but if your kid's been housebound for this many years, you'd think it was something you'd put a lot more effort into fixing. I don't know. I'm probably just projecting or something. Yeah, that's rough. Yep. What's up with your brother? I swung by the general store this morning and met Miles. What's his deal? He didn't do anything weird, did he? He did such a good job, a model employee. He tried to make me steal some chips. He was fine, I was just curious. He was on his phone the whole time. Let's do that. Like, I don't want, like, him to get in trouble for, like, you know, him being like, you should steal some chips or whatever. I will say he was on his phone, though. Oh, God. Oh boy. Oh god, I bet he was playing that Dragon Ball game. He spent like $200 on it last month. Don't get me wrong, he's family, and I love the guy, but he sure doesn't make it easy. Have you ever thought about living somewhere else? Yeah. This wasn't the plan, and it still isn't. I was actually a couple years into vet school. Top of my class, might I add, when my dad died. My mom wasn't up for running the store, and you've met Miles. I wanted to take a semester off, help them get back on their feet. But it's been a year and change now. It's not just about my family too. The general store? That's the general store. If it winds up going under, it's hard not to imagine the whole town collapsing with it. Maybe I'll get to go back next semester. Oh. I'd say welcome to the Dead Dads Club, but I don't actually know if my dad is dead. You don't know if your dad is dead? Alright. I'm just gonna say you would be a great vet, rather than being like, you should ditch your family, or you should stay here. You'd be a great vet. I've seen how you are with Gertrude. Aw, shucks. I was really into biology during undergrad, and growing up around Stella and her mom gave me a special kind of love for animals. Do you have any other theories besides what we talked about at the library? Do you have any other theories about what's going on, aside from what we talked about at the library? I don't know. I don't think there's enough information yet to support any strong conclusions. Though I've been wondering if what you two saw was maybe some sort of mutated animal. Like a strain of hairless monkey or raccoon or something. Do you know about Morgan Island? It's off the coast of South Carolina, and there's a whole population of rhesus monkeys infected with herpes. Like 4,000 of them. Maybe the ditchlings are some kind of research monkey. Which sounds ridiculous now that I've said it out loud. Forget I said anything. I mean, that's not that crazy. That's not that crazy. Like, surely that's not that crazy. No, I totally buy that. Those things were not monkeys. What if they're alien? I mean, it could be something like that. It could be something like a monkey. I'm just gonna say, those things were not monkeys, but like, I get it. I saw them with my own eyes and they were way too messed up to be anything like monkeys. I mean, that doesn't rule out lab monkeys, right? Could be that whatever made them hairless also caused weird swelling or altered their proportions. But like I said, we don't have anywhere near enough information. Could you please drive me out of town like right now? No, we're not gonna do that. You and Kanika sit in comfortable silence for the last few minutes of the ride. Oh, wow. You and Kanika arrive at the mines before Stella. Stella's probably going to be another couple of Hey y'all, how was the ride? I'm gonna put Kirshen down for a sec. Did you run here? Yep, felt like getting a run in. I didn't want to keep y'all waiting. You didn't run into any of those creatures, did you? Nope. That makes sense. They're probably nocturnal. I don't know if I should feel relieved or disappointed. But we're all here. What's the plan? I guess we just go talk to people. I guess so. I should probably be on lookout duty. I'm a bit of a person non grata in the mines. Tabitha? Yeah, I might have tried sneaking in to talk to her a time or two too many. And Gertrude makes it extra hard to be sneaky. We're probably less likely to get caught if only one of us is snooping around down here. Phil's on lookout duty, and only one of us is going in. What's the third person doing? Thinking I'm the one of us you're talking about? I'm sure I'll fit right in with a bunch of burly coal miners. True. I've got this. I'm not interested in sneaking around. I'm going to go find my cousin. Talking to people scares me. You should do it, Kanika. No, I'm gonna say if Phil's on lookout duty and one of us is going in, what's the third person doing? You know those cheesy rom-coms where someone wears an earpiece on their first date? Whoa, do you have some kind of surveillance ring in the back of your van? that I didn't know about? What? No. I have a pair of earbuds with a really good mic. We can just do a group call. No, I'll do this because it's kind of funny. I'm sure I'll fit in with right in with a bunch of burly coal miners. You're gonna do great. Kanika hands you a pair of earbuds. You can feed you questions if you get stuck, and Scylla can give you a heads up if Tabitha's heading your way. Dang, I've missed doing this sort of thing with you. You're so thorough. Aw, thanks. I do my best. I guess we should part ways and start the call, yeah? Yeah, I guess. Scylla and Kanika break off, leaving you alone at the entrance to the mines. Your phone buzzes. Hey! Can you hear us? Try saying something. You're loud and clear. Cool, same goes for you. Nothing to do now but enter the work site. Alright, here we go, into the mines. You pass through the unlocked fence and enter the property of the Scarlet Hollow mine. You pass through the unlocked... Oh... Hacker voice, I'm in. Approach the nearest group of miners, go straight to the main office to find your cousin. I'm not gonna go find my cousin, actually, because that... What is this? Is Scarlet Hollow. It's made by the same people who, made, Slay the Princess. It's very, very good. Hacker voice, I'm in. Alright. Alright, Morpheus, good to know. Approach the nearest group of miners, go straight to the main office to find your cousin. Yeah, but I want to talk to the miners first, surely. Photobiff, how are you doing? Ooh. You know? Oh, I don't like how they're looking at me, actually. I don't like how they're looking at me at all. I am really scared. You approach the nearest group of miners. A blonde woman, a broad-shouldered man, and an old-timer. Their uniforms identify them as Harrison, Davis, and Zax. You got a reason to be bothering us? Ooh. Hey, I'm Tabitha's cousin. Seen anything weird lately? Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? What do you think of Tabitha? Y'all should get out of town, so I met this guy on a bus. I want to know about... I am in a lot of parking. Oh, yes, the parking lot, yes. Bodo Biff, we're researching about Wayne. Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? Yeah, we know him. He was such a cut-up. Missed the dude. He accosted me last night. What happened to him? The miners shift for a moment, uncomfortably glancing at one another. Isn't that the guy y'all said was, he's gone. That's all that matters. No. Y'all know something. What happened to him? What are you, some sort of cop? Yeah, I'm a cop. I'm looking into whatever happened to Wayne. I'm Tabitha's cousin. Just tell me what happened. Ooh, I think telling them that I'm Tabitha's cousin is a really good way to, like, have them shut the F up. But I'm not gonna tell them I'm a cop. Just tell me what happened. Yeah, they're not gonna do that. Fine. I'll tell them I'm Tabitha's cousin. They're definitely going to shut up now, though. There's no way these guys are telling me. I'm here for the funeral. The miners straightened up, suddenly very serious. Sorry, I didn't know. I thought you were maybe one of those, them environmentalists, or... Yeah, sorry for any trouble. Girls... Oh my god, never mind. You make sure to tell her we said that she's such a great boss, okay? I'm Zax, that's David, and this here's Harrison. And we don't know nothing about what happened to Wayne, you hear? Alright, so I was right. 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 No, but now they know that I'm Tabitha's cousin. They're not gonna tell us the truth. So, what do you think of Tabitha? When I stare at you, distrust in their eyes, Harrison chews her sandwich slowly. Oh, she works hard? Alright! She's a good boss. End of story. Oh, right. So I met this guy on the bus. Wore a beanie and a shirt that says, I want to, yeah. He said he had some friends working in the mines up here. Does this have anything to do with what's going on in town? A lot of people wear beanies. He also talked about how he used to push joggers into the Baltimore Harbor. Does that ring a bell? Look, I just figured out to ask. The guy made a memorable impression. Forget I said anything. So tell how he used to push joggers into the Baltimore Harbor. Does that ring any bells? None. Not a clue. Yeah, I think I remember something like that. So you guys are unhelpful. Actually, that's all. Thanks. Bye. You walk away from the miners. Alright. Approach another group of miners and don't effing tell them that Tabitha is your cousin. Mythical. Before you can reach the miners, you're struck by an intense feeling. You recognize the hollow terror as the same thing you felt last night when you set your eyes on that awful man in the miner's jacket. Holy moly. It's Wayne! You shouldn't have come here. It's dangerous. Are we sure he's not a ghost? Are we like 100% sure? Are we 100% sure he's not a ghost? That's awesome. Thanks, Wayne. Show him who's boss. What are you? Run. Stop talking to me. Why are you following me? Do you need help? Ghost. Say nothing. Ooh, I like his music, though. Ooh. Okay. What are you? Flesh and blood, much like yourself. You don't have to be afraid of me. I am the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget that. Even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. Yeah, where were you while I was in the woods? Watching. I would have stepped in if you were ever truly in danger. Alright! Before you can say another word, the figure is gone. Hey, Altir, are you still there? We've just been getting static from you. Wayne got the jump on me. Oh, don't mind me. Our new friend just stopped by to say hello. Nothing happened. Wayne got the jump on me. Whoa, I thought I saw you talking to someone down there. Are you okay? Whatever he is, I don't think he's human. This isn't real ominous to me. I'm the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety, that sort of thing. It just means we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down. I need to talk to Tabitha about this. I'm gonna get out of here. No, we're doing the mythic option. Once again, I love being mystical. Whatever he is, I don't think he's human. I hate to say it, but with all how the call went to static, what if he's a ghost? Like, actually a ghost. You have to say it's... I hate to say it, Stella, I don't think anything would make you happier than Wayne being a ghost. Also, ghosts aren't real. Hey now, just because I want ghosts to be real doesn't mean I want this ghost harassing Holtier. This isn't real. I'm the only person in town who truly cares about your safety, that sort of thing. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Yeah, I care about your safety. This just means we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down. When trying to make me leave just means we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down. Whoa, so brave. Heck yeah, Altir, we've got your back. No, you guys don't. No, you guys don't, but that's okay. Approach another group of miners. Actually, I'm gonna go find Tabitha first. She deserves to know what's going on. Actually, we should regroup. I don't like the thought of spending more time here. No, we're gonna go find another group of miners, and we're not gonna tell them that we're Tabitha's cousin this time. We're not gonna tell them we're a cop either. Hey there, can we help you with something? Do any of you know a man named Wayne? Have you fellas seen anything out of the ordinary lately? What do you guys think of Tabitha? Do y'all know about this this guy I met on the bus? Do any of you know a man named Wayne? Oh, so this is like not a good conversation starter, is what I'm like understanding. Because they're just like, they immediately shut down. That's awesome. Wayne? Do you mean Sam Wayne? What are you asking about him for? Wait, have you seen him? He's been following me. It's real creepy, man. I saw him just now. No. He's been following me. It's really creepy, man. Oh, thank God. Everyone thought he was dead. Now hold on. Creepy doesn't sound exactly sound like Wayne, does it? How do you know it was him? It's what the folks at the general store have been calling him. Doesn't matter where I got the name. No, I'm gonna say that. Good people. But I don't expect they would know every minor fella in town by sight, if you catch my drift. Smith, you're losing me. I'm just saying, it'd be awfully strange for Wayne to still be in town, wandering around, following some stranger, and not checking in with any of his buddies. Sounds to me like someone who got sick of work and is having a little fun playing hooky. The following, though, okay, yeah, that does sound a little unlike him. I thought this lady friend had him under lock and key. Just smells fishy to me. Until I see him face to face, I'm not convinced whoever is calling himself Sam Wayne ain't the very reason we haven't seen hide or hair of this man. So he's definitely dead. No, there's no way. He's not... He can't be. Oh, I think bro lost his friend. I'm not ruling it out. If you want my theory, that girlfriend of his... He wasn't the first to catch her eye. Any of her jilted ex-lovers could have seen them sneaking around and gotten a little hot under the collar, if you catch my meaning. Dang, who are they talking about? The miners are silent for a moment, glancing between each other nervously as they imagine the possibility. I told him not to get involved with her. I told him. Who is Wayne seeing? Okay, so these guys know Wayne, and they're telling me things. Who is Wayne seeing? Whoa now. If you don't know, there's no way I'm poking that wasp's nest. Forget we said anything. Girl, we were gossiping. You gotta tell me. Yeah, I don't want to be next on that chopping block. Press them. Come on, don't dangle something like that. Look, I just don't want to cause any trouble. Enough people are losing their jobs as it is. I've got mouths to feed. Losing their jobs, and in Sam Wayne's case, disappearing. We've already said too much. Come on, boys. Isaac, my best friend. You want to tell me who the F Wayne was seeing so bad? Isaac! God dang it. Should we check in? Just as a heads up, the only group I still see out there is pretty close to the main office. It might still be worth talking to them, but I don't know if I can give you all that much of a warning if Tabitha comes out. I want to try and talk to one last group of miners. I need to talk to Tabitha about this stuff. Let's meet back up. Ooh, I want Tabitha to like us. But I already did tell people that I was Tabitha's cousin, so I feel like they're probably going to mention to Tabitha that I was here anyway, so I might as well get information from the group of miners. Yeah, I might as well. We're gonna get caught. It's fine. Good luck. We're gonna get caught anyway. Going around asking questions, huh? See, that's what I mean. They know. You don't look like you're from the inspector's office. What can you tell me about Sam Wayne? Ho ho ho! He got himself into trouble, didn't he? Why, you seen him around? What's that young buck up to? What do you think he's been up to? What he's been up to, he's been following me. I think he's been doing a slasher movie, but in real life. I think he might have been murdered and someone's going around wearing his bloody clothes and pretending to be him. Heard from some of the other folks in camp that he had a nasty spat with an ex. Forget I said anything. What he's been up to, he's been following me. Wow, ain't that an interesting development in this little love story? I wonder, did the boss lady dump him, or is he trying to mess around behind her back? Tabitha? The lady is Tabitha? That's okay. Stella audibly gasped. That's what I'm saying! Hello? I thought of a strapping young man like him with that sour-faced broad always left such a bad taste in my mouth. Girl! The other way around! Oh my god, gross. As if you wouldn't fall on your knees if a woman of means showed the slight bit of interest in you. Only any woman at all. Fair enough. Wait, hold on. Are we talking about Tabitha? Or are we talking about Pearl Ann? Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Maybe it's not Tabitha. Hold on. We can- oh, ooh, are you talking about- surely it's Pearl Ann, it cannot be Tabitha, that would be crazy. Lord, no. Even Wayne had some standards. Not that old lady Pearl Ann didn't have any in her day. Have you know- so it is Tabitha. Holy moly. So what do you think- what do you think of Tabitha? The two men shift uncomfortably. Oh, never mind. Not the kindliest woman I've ever met. She runs the place all right. Tell that to all the boys she's been laying off lately. Keep on going around saying that and see how long till you're one of them boys. All I like to say is, a mind that's doing well doesn't go around laying off its workers for no reason. I'm not so sure any of us are gonna have jobs in a few years. Hey, you're a damn fool. You're gonna be next if you keep that kind of talk. So be it, but a man needs to speak his mind sometimes. Have you noticed that you guys are like the most talking people that I've met, and you guys need to tell me everything, actually, right there now. All kinds of weird stuff happening in these hills. What sort of weird do you mean? Weird animal sightings, noise from the woods, knocking in the mines, people getting sick. Ooh, knocking in the mines? You asking us if we heard the Tommy knockers? Of course we have. We're old timers. All of us who have been here before the machine got brought in know the Tommy knockers. What a nuisance, always stealing my hammers. It's true, had a pickaxe stolen too, and when you heard knocking coming from one of the old tunnels, it was enough to make a man pray. Looks like I've figured out what to do for my next video. You better not be thinking of going into those old mine shafts alone. I could always use a partner in crime. I'm gonna wind up going down there with you, aren't I? How about people getting sick? I mean, some of the old miners, sure, but I wouldn't call that unusual. Weird animal sightings? Saw a raccoon with a big old tumor last week. Spooked me something awful. That's nature for you. Not always pretty. Leave this be. It's not safe. That wasn't a tumor. It was an egg. There are monsters in the woods. Leave it at that. Ooh, usually but I haven't been telling anyone else to leave. Ooh, I don't know if I want to freak out the people who are actually telling me things. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Leave this place, it's not safe. Darkness looms heavy in the air. Can you feel it? I'm too old to be going anywhere else. Scarlet Hollow is where I live, and it'll be where I die. Either that sooner or later. You know, maybe I'll cash in a few 6 days. Head up to see my cousin in Asheville, just in case. Noises from the woods? All the time. Howling, screaming, all sorts of fiendish I don't even know what that word means. Probably just screech owls and bobcats, you old coot. Might be. Might not be. But I heard something the other night that sent the fear of God shivering down my spine, I tell you. Probably a ditchling, a proton of doom. Your friend is right, it was probably a bobcat or a mountain lion. I saw what made that noise. Creatures that made that noise. Pale, hairless, and horribly misshapen, with little twisted up faces. The two men stare at you, a look of disquiet in their eyes. Ooh, they don't like that. I am weird and they don't like me. I ain't never heard of anything like that up here. Damn, that almost sounds like a ditchling. My grandma used to tell me stories about them when I was a little kid. So you know what a ditchling is. Guess it's not just my mom. That's all on that front. Sure. That's all. Thanks for the help. My pleasure. If that Wayne keeps bothering you, just let us know and we'll whip him into shape. Otier? I think we've got a problem. Yeah, is it Tabitha right behind me? Is she mad at me? What do you, like, I know. Hi, Tabitha. Hi. No, but I'm glad that I got to talk to, because they're the only people who have told me, like, literally any information. Tabitha, we have a problem, we need to go. We need to go right the F now. What the hell are you doing here? Oh, crap. Good luck. Sorry, old tear. And that's our cue. Pardon us. Ooh. You shouldn't be here. This place is dangerous. Why can't you just stay in the estate and stop sticking your nose where it doesn't belong? And what is that ridiculous thing doing in your ears? Are you trying to record my employees? Are you trying to record me? Tabitha scratches the earbud out of your ears and throws them to the ground. Typical phone-addicted silly dweller. Ugh. Ugh. And I have a meeting in 5 minutes. I can't even drive you back. Okay, look. I don't want you wandering anywhere else. Just stay here for an hour. I can take you back to the estate as soon as my meeting wraps up. Can you please do that for me? Let's not ask her that, actually. You were dating Sam Wayne, what happened to him? Oh ho ho, you're one to talk, you got a lot of explaining to do. I need to take what's going on right now seriously. I need you to take me seriously. I just wanted to spend some time with my favorite cousin, Scylla, and Kanika put me up to it. Alright, I'll stay put this time, I promise. I'm sorry, Tabitha. Ooh, we're, like, not going to be like, hey, you were dating Sam Wayne, where the F is he? That's crazy. I do want her to take me seriously, though. You need to take what's going on right now seriously. I need you to take me seriously. I've told her F all, though. I haven't, like, it's not like I've told her that there's, like, weird things in the woods. She just thinks that I'm being weird right now. I'm just gonna say sorry. I'm sorry, Tabitha. What does that even mean? What good is sorry if you keep doing everything in your power to stress me out? Ugh, sorry I disappeared last night, Tabitha. I wouldn't dream of doing anything to violate your boundaries. What are you gonna do next? Actually kill someone in town? No. But someone might die. I need to get to my meeting. Just stay here until I get to you, and don't move a muscle. I'll collect you in an hour. Tabitha rushes off to her meeting. You stoop to the ground and pick up Kanika's earbud. Sorry I wasn't able to give you a better warning. You good? Yeah, I'm good. Wait, am I going back to the van? Surely not. Who the F is this? Oh my god, that's Rosalina. You're interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of a hill. Hey, I think I just saw Rosalina. Wait, really? What is she doing here? Or she's doing a delinquency. She's really fine, because it'll be kids, am I right? I'm going after her. We should call Oscar, what should we do? We should call Oscar, actually. Let's handle that after we catch up with her. Okay, so this is going to be Kanika's fault. Holy moly. Are we going into the woods? There's a little creature. There's a creature up there. There's a creature. There's a creature, guys. Hey. So, like, I know there's, like, a mine right in front. There's a creature. It's in the tree. It's there. A little guy! Exactly. You rush over the hill and get your bearings, the sound of the active mine fading into the distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point towards a nearby mine. Can I pet that dog? It's gonna give you an egg tumor. Mystical. Something about the mine feels wrong, as though a cold anger lies buried inside, sucking the life from the surrounding hills. This is the site of a massive grave. She didn't. Guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me to an abandoned coal mine. Hey, remember all of those bad feelings I got last night? This place feels straight up cursed. Cool, it's been ages since I've had the chance to get some good splunking in. Guess we should, maybe, ooh. Yeah. Well, I mean, what's more? Yeah. I mean, like Kanika said, a lot of people died down there. There's a lot of spooky history to this place. For all we know, maybe all that death left some kind of mark down there? Okay, just because a bunch of people died in there doesn't mean it's cursed. Come on, I'm not about to let Rosalina get hurt in there. Even if it means I have to go underground. Whoa, you sure, Neeks? Well, Tyr and I can handle this on our own. Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, I hate the thought of other people getting trapped down there even more. We're so effed. We're so effed. Stella and Kanika disappear into the mines. Before you follow, you briefly wonder if you should let Tabitha know about this. She's in a meeting. She's in a meeting? She's not going to answer her phone. Follow Kanika and Stella into the mine. You take a deep breath and follow your new friend into the mine. I got an achievement for that. The inside of the mine is warmer than you'd expect. The air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and your companions to hunch over. Your legs bend in a painful squat as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors. Jesus, it's crap down here. Does anyone else's chest feel tight? Yeah, abandoned mines are way more claustrophobic than people expect them to be. And this one's real bad. You know, because of the child miners, or should I say, the minor miners? Kanika visibly shudders. Okay, I'm not superstitious, but there is one way to make sure you get haunted. It's cracking jokes about dead child laborers while working on their graves. What can I say? I do my best to tempt the spirits wherever I go. I actually snuck down here a few times to try and get some good footage, parts of my ghost hunting phase. Jesus, Stella, the things you do for your views. Did you find anything? I wish. If any place in Scarlet was actually haunted, it'd be this mine, hands down. But all I got was dust in my lungs and a couple of false alarms. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Stella pauses as sound rushes overhead. Oh my god, what was that? The mine's going to collapse and we're all going to die here, aren't we? Stella sighs longingly. That's just how wind sounds down here. You sound so disappointed. It just brings back memory of my last foray into these depths. Every time I thought I'd finally found a spooky ghost there, wound up being a very unghostly explanation. Like local wildlife, for instance. Stella turns her flashlight up towards an alcove overhead. Those guys got me real good last time I was here alone. Oh my god, there are bats down here? I'm gonna get rabies, aren't I? I'm gonna get rabies and die in a mine collapse. You holding up okay, Neeks? Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little on edge. Kanika is stopped mid-sentence by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. Oh, we're effed. Okay, what was that? That was... I have no idea what that was. Did that sound like knocking to you guys? A hateful and broken presence stirs in the deep. It doesn't want you here. That was a warning. We have to move fast before something terrible happens here. Whoa, you don't think it's a Tommyknocker, do you? Oh no, Tommyknockers are not real. They're not allowed to be real. Are you trying to give me a panic attack? I'll have to spend some extra time poking around down here. Maybe it's got something to do with the mystery? The three of you are interrupted by a second, much less distant sound of a can being popped open. Okay, so now that wasn't a Tommyknocker. It came from this way. Follow me. These kids are in so much trouble. Follow Stella. You and Kanika follow Stella further into the mine. Oh, we just chillin'. Oh, we just chillin'? We just chillin' in the mine. We just chillin' here. Y'all, surely we could find literally any of a better place to hang out. Surely. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageway gives way to a small cavern. A group of teens turn and stare at you with annoyance. Yo! Hi, Wayne! How you doing? What the hell are you all doing in here? What the hell are you doing in here, you creeps? Are you stalking us? Yeah, creeps. I just said that, Alexis. If I wanted an echo, I'd yell into the Grand Canyon. Why are we so mean to each other? We just chillin'. I'm good, I'm glad. Ugh. We play Scarlet Hollow. One of the main people is called Wayne. So that's fun. There's something terrible in this place that wants to be left alone. Get out of here before it leaves a mark on you. Do you want me to physically drag each and every one of you out of here? Because I will. The one in the echo would yell into the Grand Canyon. What are you, 5? What are you guys even doing here? This is the most miserable place I've seen in my entire life. We're here to make sure you don't hurt yourselves. Your dad's looking for you, Rosalina. Chill out, Kanika. They're just teens. Let them have their fun. I'm gonna be creepy and mystical, I think. There's something terrible in this place that wants to be left alone. Get out of here before it leaves its mark on you. Say your creepy friend to leave us alone, General Store Lady. I like being the creepy friend. I'm also apparently quite buff, so that's quite fun. Rosalina, your dad is worried sick about you. And if you ask me, he was right to worry. Why the hell are you think hanging out in an old mine would be a good idea? Is the Maxwell place not dangerous enough? Because no one usually comes in here? Duh. Everyone knows we hang out at the Maxwell place now. So we have to find a new hideout. Which you instantly found, so I guess we have to find an even more secluded place where we can just be ourselves. How about, like, just in the woods? I can't believe your dad said people to follow you, Rosalina. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. He'd at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Don't you kids have school tomorrow anyways? It's fall break. And we're not kids. Yeah, we're teens. Okay, beauty boy. With the weed symbol on your hat, whatever, bro. Who the fuck is that? Who the F is that? Ace and Anxious. Thank you so much for the follow. How are you doing? Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? Are we drinking? Wait, we drinking? The teens avoid eye contact. Miles tries to meld into the cavern wall. Oh no, I know that isn't you, Miles. It had better not be you. You guys got it from the general store? Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you even doing here? Becca's right. Sounds to me like you're stalking, harassing, and all that. You're supposed to be minding the store. It's not like anyone even comes in on Tuesdays, and Mom's there, so it's fine. I start uncomfortably around the cavern, as Kanika tears into her brother. It's not fine. It's extremely not fine. Why do I always have to be the responsible one? Do you know what I would give to be as carefree as you? You left school so you would have a chance to live your life, and this is what you're doing with it? What would Dad think if he could see this? Stealing booze from the family store to dick around in an abandoned mine. Dad's dead, Kanika. But if he were here, he'd be disappointed you wound up being such a bossy jerk. Who cares if you were having canned margaritas somewhere and nobody's supposed to bother us? Let's untreat and twist this around on your sister. I'd love to help y'all sort this out, but can we maybe not do it in an abandoned coal mine? Can you at least do your underage drinking somewhere a little safer? We should just let the kids have their fun. If these kids want to make bad decisions, that's on them. And this is what y'all do for fun around here. The dishlings were kind of inedible. No, for real though? Okay, can we at least do our underage drinking somewhere? Not an abandoned mine where a bunch of kids died? Hey. Ayo. Oh, and what are you? An expert on mine safety? Girl, it's collapsed behind you. You're standing on rubble. They only abandoned this place because there weren't enough coal left to bother digging anymore. My dad told me. He's an actual foreman at the continuous mining facility, so he knows what he's talking about. Wait, I thought your dad was a charge hand. No, Alexis, he got promoted last month, and he says this place is totally safe and we can hang out here anytime we want. Becca's dad's right, though. Check out how sturdy this place is. Girl. Girl. The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut on the ceiling. As all teenage boys tend to do. Oh, was that the knocking we were hearing earlier? One of these days, I'll find a real Tommy knocker. Oh my god, Zane, cut it out. Jumping up to hit stuff is extremely 8th grade. No, it's just a teenage boy thing. It just happens forever. No offense, Rosalina. Are you guys, like, all in 9th grade or Rosalina's 8th grade? Like, is that what the vibe is here? None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill. And smart, too. Quiet, all of you. I don't care where your dad works, Becca. This place isn't safe. Just because these old timber struts have stood this long doesn't mean they'll stand forever. I'm not listening to what some sad 20-something has to say about where we're supposed to be. Girl. Hey, I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around in the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. We don't like YouTube anymore? Is YouTube not cool? Is being a YouTuber not cool? Is being a YouTuber not cool anymore? Holy moly! Anyways, Rosalina isn't going anywhere. She's better off here than at home. Yeah, tell about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. We've got a hot plate and a couple of cots in one of the back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalina deserves better. I'm sure Oscar has a good reason for that. He's a good guy and he cares about you, Rosalina. He thinks our house is haunted. Oh. Wait, what? It's such a excuse. I bet he can't afford it anymore and he's lying to you to save face. What a coward. Becca, I don't think you can, like, say that about other people's families. Isn't that, like, bullying or something? Shut up, Zane. Becca, he says it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I could have investigated. There's no ghost, Stella. It could be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't even think I can handle it. Like I'm still a little kid. This is awesome. I'm not gonna wait on this. This is between you and your dad, and the two of you should talk about it anywhere that isn't here. I'm sure Oscar is doing this to protect you. You're right, Oscar should treat you more like an adult. How do you know there isn't a ghost? At this rate, I'd be surprised if your house wasn't haunted. Yeah, this kind of... As much as I want to be nosy and make it my business, it's not really my business. And so we're just gonna... I couldn't agree more. Yeah, if Rosalina's house is haunted, we should break in and, like, ghost bust it or something. Sounds pretty rad to me. Whatever gets you delinquents out of this mine. Oh my god, Zane, you can't ghost bust if there is no ghost. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't, like, break into her own house. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real. And if it isn't real, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalina, you could always stay over at my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Are we talking about, like this isn't a thing. It's not a thing. There is no ghost. Whenever there's a ghost in Akker's house is a question for a time when we're not in immediate danger. And to ruin everyone's fun, the answer is probably no, there is not a ghost. Now I'm gonna drag my brother back home and suggest you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung or gets crushed by rocks or meets any of the many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Yeah, maybe we should start running, actually. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella. Didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? It's Tommy Knockers for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we've got to check it out. Girl, you are not... We are trying to get teenagers out of here. Not 20-year siblings, like, dying in the... Stella, do you have no sense of self-preservation? Nobody is going deeper into the mines. No one is staying in the mines. We're all leaving. Please, before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Nix. It will not. Wait a second. Where'd 3 of you run off to? Are you kidding me? Wow, Kanika. Maybe if you weren't so scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off and, like, I've been zoning out the whole time I've been here. Oh, hey, they must have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Oh, no. No. They went deeper into the mines? Girls. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these hips through there. Becca's head pops out from the tunnel entrance. We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. We've been here a million times. Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Whatever, come on, you two. I know a cool spot this way. Uh-oh. Okay, I think we can catch up with them if we just follow their voices. Do you want to take these 2 out of here while Ultira and I track them down, Nix? Look, I know I made a bit of a fuss about not liking this place, but I'm not about to leave you 2 alone down here. What if something bad happens and I'm not here to help? Or if you run into something totally normal down here that you think is a ghost and I miss out on my chance to figure out what it actually is. Alright, knuckleheads. If I don't escort you 2 out of here myself, can I trust you to actually leave and go home? Yeah, sure. I could never fit in that tunnel anyways. They have crossed a barrier that I cannot, so my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever, I still have to do my dailies anyways, and the service down here sucks. Good, now go. Miles and Zane quietly head back towards the entrance. Zane is the chillest person in this friend group. I wish him only the best. Alright, let's get this over with. So, but how are we going in that tunnel? Like, if Zane can't fit through that tunnel, like, we saw Zane, we saw how Zane looked. If Zane doesn't fit through the tunnel, how are we getting in there? Thoughts? What's the point of going after them? They don't want to listen to us. We could just all leave. Do I have to come with you? There's no way around it. I can feel the depths call out to us and we are destined to answer their call. Ooh, we could be really creepy right now. There's no way around it. I can feel the depths call out to us and we are destined to answer their call. Yeah, they hate me. They hate that I'm creepy and leaves you the spooky one-liners from when we were at some place that isn't here. I'm compelled to say them, actually. We can get coffee at Winnie's once we're all out of here. My treat. You and Kanika exchange a glance as Stella's ventures forward. Venture deeper into the mine. How are we finning through this tunnel? As the 3 of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. But Becca, why are we doing this again? We could get in so much trouble. We're doing this because I'm not about to take life advice from a YouTuber and a dropout. Whoa, that is so uncalled for. I didn't drop out. I'm going back to vet school as soon as my family doesn't need me here. I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. Her videos are really neat. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't even have a sponsor? I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice, and I make plenty from ads and donations. Thanks, Stella. Meat Rice? It's a big deal. Man, I wish they were gossiping about me. I'm just glad they're not gossiping about me. Yikes, are you okay, Kanika? Kanika. Let's just... I don't have anything to say here. I'm gonna be really honest. We're just gonna press on. You quietly press on. Another knock, closer, interrupts your thoughts, followed by another, followed by another. Is it just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? Yeah, it's not just you. Okay, that knocking is starting to freak me out. Calm down, Rosalina. It's just mind sounds. Did you guys see that? No, it's just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. I saw it. Shut up! There's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. You sure that the tunnels they went through isn't going to meet back up with us? What did they see? What if they're the ones doing the knocking? What if this is all just a terrible prank? Tommyknockers, those poor kids. I knew coming down here was a bad idea. Can't believe they're making us do this. We better get grounded when they all said and done. Are you sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back up with us? I mean, they're all still able to hear their voices. At the very least, we're all still heading in the same direction. What did they see? Tommyknockers. Tommyknockers aren't real, but there's a reason people think they make those sounds. And it's not a coincidence that the whole Tommyknocker myth is tied to mind collapses. We're getting closer, let's keep moving. Holy mole, holy mole. As you progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the echoes of terrified teens, their panicked arguing bouncing down the pitch-black corridors. Mystical. The pit radiates rage, a white-hot anger. It hates you. But at the heart of it, you can sense something else. The quiet hum of a darker presence. The heart calls to you, desperate to be witnessed. Alright! Well, it looks like the only way forward is that pit, and it sounds like there's somewhere down there. Welcome back, Jupiter. We've never been this far in. It looks like a death trap. Are you sure we should go down there? You can wait up here, Neeks. Neeks. I'm Break again. Welcome back. I don't think I can climb down and hold a Gurchin. Alright, I'm not going to argue with you. That ladder looks older than all of us combined. Good luck. Alright, let's do this. Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. Follow Stella down into the pit. You walk to the ladder and climb down. Stay safe, Altair. Alright. I'm pretty sure this is the way back. Come on. Pretty sure? I thought we'd be down here before. Okay, maybe I didn't go this far in, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. Hurry. I don't want to be down here anymore. I think it was actually this way. Oh, shut up. No one even wanted you to come with us anyway. Becca. Yeah, they're close, alright. It sounds like they're really lost. The voices around you, those of the teens and your companions sound odd, distant. Ooh, this music sounds very much like Slay the Princess. I am scared. There's something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it. Walk towards it. You don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest, a desperate need to perceive and be perceived. Wrap yourself in the darkness of the pit. Ooh, so I just, like, don't have a choice? That's awesome. Hey, are you alright, Altair? Bear witness. Zilla reaches for your shoulder, but not before the light before your phone illuminates the chamber. Holy moly, no way. Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh my god! You said we wouldn't use this shipment. You know it's compromised. We couldn't afford to wait on new wood, Charles. We had to go ahead with it. It's still sturdy enough. It'll get the job done. Altair? Altair, are you alright? Oh, thank God you're alive. It looks like you had a seizure or something, and then you just clunked out. They're okay, Kanika! Thank God. Okay, don't move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourself while you're still recovering from whatever that was. Kanika and I am going to get you help. We'll be back soon, I promise. Don't die on me, alright? You fade back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. You rise up on your elbows, head still swimming from the visions, your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Ooh! Yes, yes, excellent. Through it, you once again hear the panicked voices of bickering teenagers echoing down the stone chambers. Becca, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way. If you're so sure, then why don't you just leave? I can't believe I let Alexis talk me into inviting you in the first place. Becca, I'm just trying to help. I said go. Okay, I will. Alexis, you don't have to go with her. You know that, right? Pick a side, Alexis. I'm sure Becca knows where we're going. She wouldn't just lie. Sorry, Rosalina. The increasingly desperate voices of the teens are drowned out by the thunderous knocking. You can practically feel the ground shake beneath you. You can almost see the walls vibrate with the intensity of the hellish sound. Rosalina was right. As you settle more into your senses, Rosalina appears in the passageway to your left, out of breath and teary-eyed. I'm so sorry I snuck off like that. I just wanted Alexis to think I was cool. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of a rock fall. This place, at least part of it, is coming apart. Becca and Alexis are still down there. We can't just leave them here. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Please, I don't want them to die. This is a terrible place, and whatever lurks in these tunnels wants you dead. You need to get out of here. What's the worst that could happen? Everything turned out okay last night. Who's to say you can't scrounge up another win? Me when I pick, like, probably the most two opposite traits ever. Another dusting of debris falls from the ceiling. You don't have long until this mine collapses on you. Holy moly! Ooh! Take Rosalina and leave. Go after Becca and Alexis. Well, we're going after Becca and Alexis. Like, there's no effing way. Like, come on now. Like, we're not just gonna, like, leave, like, kids, like, into the mine. We're gonna just go... Like, that's crazy. Okay, let's do this. Thank you. They're back this way. Hurry. Rosalina runs back the way she came. Follow her. Let's go! The mines shake with each new thunderous blow as bits of rocks and dust fall off the ceiling, the scattering on the floor around you. I thought you knew the way out. I thought we'd been down here a million times already. I was making it up, okay? We're coming. Just stay where you are. We'll just keep going. I don't think she can see those things. You push forward, focus on following Rosalina as she darts ahead. Ooh. These like spirits and stuff that are like... Rosalina, you came back. I don't want to die down here. Then move. Come on, the way out isn't that far. Oh, look who's wants to get out of the mines now. Grab them and start running. Yeah, which is like, come on, the way isn't that far. Let's go. Come on, the way isn't that far, but we gotta go now. Okay. You quickly push your way back towards the entrance. Pieces of fallen rock littering the path around you. As you reach the pit, you and Rosalina direct Becca and Alexis to the ladder. They start climbing. Climb out of the pit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I am not confident with this ladder. Oh, never mind. We're all good. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. Why couldn't you just listen to someone other than yourself, Becca? I'm sorry, okay? God. Continuing towards the entrance. You push forward, your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. To your horror, you can see cracks forming on the walls of the tunnel. Come on, you gotta go faster. We're almost there. I can see the entrance. Your surroundings quake as the mine collapses around you. Oh, girl, no! Holy moly! Goodbye, foot! And then the knocking fades and you feel safe, having arrived back at the entrance in one piece. What the? Rosalina, are you okay? Clearly she's not okay, idiot. Shut up, Becca. It was your idea to go down there in the first place. This is your fault. This really hurts. Yeah, I think it would. Your foot is, like, completely crushed, actually. Stella and Kanika pop their head through the mine entrance. I think I hear voices in there. Oh my god. Rosalina, can you hear me? We're gonna get you out of here, okay? Stella's already called an ambulance. But that means cops are gonna come. They're gonna know I was drinking. They're gonna know we went here to drink, right? Girl, that's okay. You're gonna be okay? That's fine. Like, you live in a really small town. They know you're drinking. Like, come on now. Becca, that doesn't matter. My dad finds out, he'll kill me. He can't know. Becca squirms through the gap in the boards and scampers away. Alright, Becca. Don't worry about her, Rosalina. She's being an asshole. One of us should wait by the gate to make sure they can find us here. I'm going to go get Tabby. Alright, I'll go down to the gate. Rosalina, I'm so sorry. I'll be back soon. We're gonna get you out of here. We're gonna be just fine, okay? Ultir and Alexis will keep you safe until then. Am I gonna die? Probably not, honestly. Like, you might not have a foot, though. Like, you're not, like, you might have lost your foot. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Rosalina, don't say things like that. No, I'll lift those boulders myself if I have to. There's only the present moment. Just focus on your breath. Of course, you're not gonna die. The ambulance will be here any minute. You're gonna be okay. Just keep breathing. Probably. Sorry. We're all gonna die eventually. I don't know. Maybe. I'm just gonna say, of course you're not gonna die. The ambulance will be here at any minute. Like, for real. Like, she's not gonna die. Like, she's, like, it's fine. You're gonna be okay, I promise. Thanks, Ultir. Rosalina, the breeze comes in quick, irregular bursts. If I don't make it, tell my dad I'm sorry. I'm the one who's been, has something to be sorry about. This is all me and Becca's fault. We never should have gone down there. It's not your fault. I went down there because I wanted to. Rosalina pauses, catching her breath. Thank you, Ultir. I'm glad everyone else made it out okay. Couldn't have done it without your help. Anyone else would have done the same. I'm just sorry I couldn't do more. You should stop hanging out with Becca. She bullied both of you into doing things you didn't want to. Whatever happens tonight, you should remember it, Alexis. That's why you shouldn't drink underage. Jesus. Remember that you should remember it, Alexis. What are you trying to do? Make this some sort of after-school special? You're probably right, though. If I was just smart and brave like you, I wouldn't have let Becca drag me around down here. You wouldn't have had to go after us, and then you wouldn't be... You're the nicest person I know, Rosalina. This just isn't fair. Rosalina, can you hear me? Yeah, the stoic just hurts like hell. Sorry, I shouldn't be pushing you to talk. I'll just hold your hand until you come back with help, okay? Alexis grasps Rosalina's hand. Tears streak down both of their cheeks as you sit in silence together, waiting for the long, anxious moments to pass before help arrives. Hi, Tabitha. So, I'm really sorry that I didn't, like, stay where I was supposed to. Anyway, some of my men are on the way with Rockless. We'll get you out of here soon. Well, Tira will be having a word with you. It's not my fault. I didn't do anything. I'm trying to help. They're over here, Earl. Jesus H. Christ, you aren't kidding about the emergency. It'll still be a bit for the ambulance. The nearest depot is over in Brevard, so it'll be at least another half hour. Half hour for an ambulance? Holy moly, if anything actually serious happened in this town, you would be dead. You heard the man. You have half an hour to get her out of there. Move it. Rose, sweetie, I'm here. Dad, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You don't have to be sorry. It's okay. We're all here. You can hang on, Rosalina. I know you can. Tabitha's men quickly get to work and manage to pull Rosalina out from the rubble just as the ambulance arrives. Sir, I'm afraid there's no space in the back. What do you mean I can't ride with her? You're better off driving behind us. We're headed to Brevard, so it's quite a ways. Is she gonna be okay? We're gonna make it, right? Please, God. Yes, sir, I promise you, we're going to do everything we can to keep her stable. Her vitals are looking good. Rosalina, my poor baby. I'll be there as fast as I can, okay? I promise you won't be alone. I love you, Dad. Paramedics load Rosalina into the back of the ambulance and drive off. Oscar approaches you off to the side as the police talk to Tabitha and her men. Why are you talking to me? Go drive. Hello? Go drive? What the hell happened in there? It's like the scenes of reality are fraying here. Nobody is safe. What's being a supermatch? I don't know. They brought me down the mine. It was just a horrible accident. Nobody could have known this would happen. Just teens being teens. We did our best to get them out of there. What happened in there? After school special is what happened. That girl, that Becca girl is a terrible influence is what happened. We're still gonna be creepy, I think. It's like the scenes of reality are fraying here. Nobody is safe. Ominous, but not helpful. What O'Tear is trying to say is that Tommyknockers brought down the mine. I can't believe they're actually real. But I got some audio of the knocking on my phone. They must have been furious when we went down there. Girl? Girl, that's not what I'm trying to say, actually. That's not what I'm trying to say? That's not what I'm trying to say. Girl? It doesn't matter what caused it. I'm just sorry it happened, Oscar. This is all my fault. She's been so angry with me. If I'd just been able to provide more stability, she wouldn't be doing things like this, putting herself in danger. I'm sure she thinks I'm making things up about our house being haunted, but I've seen things that I can't explain, and it's only getting worse over time. She told us about it down in the mine. For what it's worth, I believe you. No comment, but after tonight, I don't know. Once you're back from the hospital, we can check it out for you. Thanks, Stella. That means a lot. I've got to go. Mr. Is it okay I come too? I want to be there for her. Of course, Alexis. It'd be good for her to see a friendly face. The two of them head over to Oscar's car and drive off. Oh. Oh. The two of them head over to Oscar's car and drive off. What do you think Rosalina's, do you think Rosalina's gonna be okay? I think Rosalina's gonna be okay. She just is going to probably lose a foot. The paramedics said she was stable. She's a tough kid. She'll be okay. I'm gonna talk about my vision. I think I hallucinated down there. There was a stone carving on the wall of that pit that showed me what happened to this place. Charles Shaw was set up. And they're just gonna believe you? Who knows? I like being a little bit off-putting though. No way, dude was a monster. I mean, the Scarlets were monsters too. They still are. What am I saying? Visions aren't real. Visions can't be real. That might be magic? I don't know, Neeks. Ultir had like a seizure next to a creepy stone carving. It was like something out of a movie. That doesn't mean they had an actual vision. There has to be some other explanation. Thank you for the lurk. Entities in the mines. Sitting down there, like the shadows of dead miners. I'm pretty sure I saw some ghosts down there. Did you guys not see them? I think that happened down there, centered around the main chamber where I saw the carving. Are you sure those were Tommyknockers? Everything that happened down there centered around the main chamber where I saw that carving. Zillow showed me a photo. Weird stuff. Yeah, really weird. I saw something down there like the shadow of dead miners. They were right behind Stella right before you two left, and they followed Rosalina, and Rosalina and I when we went after Beck and Alexis. Did you not see them? Whoa, I didn't see anything other than the two of you and that carving. That's super weird. I don't want to doubt what you experienced, and I couldn't see anything down in that pit, but you might have just been primed to see things. You know, now that I think about it, that totally fits the profiles for some of the Tommyknocker stories. What if they're actual bona fide ghosts? Oh, Stella. Are you sure those were Tommyknockers? Depends on what you mean by sure. If anyone really sure of anything, they fit the description pretty well, and I don't know what else they should be. Gotta go back to work, have fun. I have no idea what happened in there. I need to do some reading on mine collapses, I guess. What happens now? Oh, hello. What happens now is we have a word, all of us. What the hell were you three doing here? I thought I gave you very specific instructions, Ultir. Stay in one place until I finish my meeting. I was only gone for like an hour, and here you are at the site of what was almost a deadly mine collapse. Tabby, come on, it's not Ultir's fault. Stella's right. If this is anyone's fault, it's yours. You have an abandoned mine on your property that was barely even boarded up. It's only a matter of time until something like this happened. If anything happens to Rosalina, it's on you, Tabitha Scarlet. How dare you? It's not like I put up a big neon sign saying cool place for teens to hang. It's clearly not safe. You three were up there with them. Why didn't you do something to get them out of there sooner? We did our best, Tabitha. Cool, Tabitha. We're probably the reason you have one kid in an ambulance instead of 5 buried alive. Cool, Kanika. I think Tabitha has the right to be upset right now. Cool, everyone. Let's get our emotions to the best of us. Yeah, it's just like pointing fingers won't turn back time. I think like it's just like we did our best, Tabitha. We did try. We saw them sneak into the mine. We tried to get them out of there. They really didn't want to listen. At least nobody died. Probably. Come on, guys. What's that point of arguing like this? I know it can feel cathartic to point fingers and yell, but what is it going to accomplish other than bruised egos? You're right. Come on, we're leaving. Now, hold on a minute, Miss Scarlet. Mind if we have a quick word with your cousin, miss, in private? Okay, fine. Just make it quick, and don't you dare try to pull anything on them. They did nothing wrong here. Ladies, I'm afraid that means you too. Don't need to talk to us? We witnesses too. Oh, sure. But that can wait. We know where to find y'all. I'm Sheriff Hugby, and this is Deputy Durkinson. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Welcome to Scarlet Hollow. Hope this little accident hasn't colored your perception of the place. Lovely place to live, if you ask me. Lovely indeed. Now, Sheriff Hugby, don't you think it's a mite odd that these teens found themselves in an old abandoned mine on the very property Ultir's family happens to own? And don't you think it's even a mite bit odder that Ultir happened to be there with them at the time of said collapse? Wait, hold on. Are we, like, getting blamed for this? Huh? Hello? I don't trust the cops, guys. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. Oh my god. Oh my god. They're like corrupted or something. That's crazy. I'd be lying if I say we're particular, though I'm sure you're an upright citizen, Ultir, and all of this is truly an unfortunate coincidence. Still, a good cop should ask himself these questions. I'll get your question, but also need to talk about the man that's been stalking me. This town is haunted. You're up here. Why are you asking me this? It was a mine collapse. We saw some teens sneak into an abandoned mine, so we went after them. If it wasn't for me, they'd all be dead. I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to talk to you. I know my rights. Well, I'm not being accused of a crime, actually, at the moment. Until I'm being accused of a crime, then I would remain silent. I'm not being accused of a crime. We saw some teens sneak into an abandoned mine, so we went after them. We were just trying to do the right thing. Of course, of course. Very noble of you. Pardon our question. Just trying to gather all the facts, you see. Just being thorough. Our duty as officers of the law. Well, if there's nothing more you can tell us, I suppose we'll let you go on about your evening. But we may be in touch. Have a good one. Deputy Dickinson tips his hat to you. The two officers wander back towards the mine, Dickinson taking notes as they examine the scene. You make your way towards Stella and Kanika. I just can't believe it. I left them behind in there to get help. Is it my fault, Neeks? Stella, no. You did your best. It's not your fault. Oh, hey. Guess the cops are done with you. What, are they gonna take you in for being present at an accident? Sorry if they gave you a hard time. Small town cops, you know? Anyways, blame everything on drifters. Even acts of God, I guess. Excellent. You didn't get arrested. Now come on. Let's get back to the estate. I'd like to get some rest before I have to deal with the fallout of everything that happened tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Ultir? I'd really rather you didn't. If you're gonna run around almost getting killed every night, keep my cousin out of it. My cousin is an adult, Tabitha. They can make their own decisions. Not while they're under my roof. Come on, let's go. As if to illustrate her point, Tabitha grabs your arm, dragging you towards the car. See you tomorrow, guys. I'll text you when we're back. I can walk to the car on my own. Are you kidnapping me? Silently follow Tabitha. He's like, I'll text you guys when we're back. Hey. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. Poor Rosalina, poor Oscar. You should have kept tighter reins on that girl. I never got into any trouble like this when I was a teen. I have Perlan to thank for that. Hated it at the time, but that strategy has paid off. Ugh. What am I telling you this for? Whoa, are we bonding? You can tell me stuff I'd like to know more about you. I don't really think the parents are to blame here. You're right, there are a lot of adults who should have done a better job tonight. You could tell me stuff I'd like to know more about you. And about Perlan, for that matter. Tabitha says, and nothing, mouth suddenly sealed as she fixes her eyes on the road ahead. I don't really think the parents are to blame here, to be fair. Not really. Teens are gonna be teens. Beg to differ. People who aren't ready to be parents shouldn't be parents. And clearly there are some adults, parents at fault for this who weren't ready. Take the librarian. There are tons of people more qualified to be parents who can't even conceive, and here he is having a kid at 19 and clearly letting her just do whatever the hell she wants. Are we, like, so okay? And look where that got her. Even if she doesn't lose that leg, she's going to carry what happened tonight for the rest of her life. It's not fair. Tabitha, are we like so okay? Like, are we like so okay? Hello? I don't want to fight with you, but like, cause I don't. I'm gonna. You pull back as Tabitha goes quiet and tightens her grip on the steering wheel. Why do you treat Stella like that? Didn't you two used to be friends? I don't want to talk about Stella, and it's none of your business anyway. Alright. Alright, how are you holding up? I don't think you want me to answer that question. Alright. You and Kanika really don't seem to get along. She pushes my buttons. Is there some kind of history there, or... No, now quit talking. I need to focus on the road. Okay. Sorry about today. Tabitha doesn't answer. You drop it. Tabitha's eyes remain fixated on the road. And we're just gonna ride in silence. And then we're done. Your eyes wander back to the tree line as you and Tabitha sink back into silence. Alright! You once again cross the threshold into the estate, the musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with its undertone of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure it's a precursor to a horrifically stressful week. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Please just talk to me. Tabitha closes her eyes for a moment and sighs. There's no point. At the end of the week, you'll go home, and we'll never speak to each other again. We just have to get through this week. If that's how you feel, why invite me at all? We can have a deeper relationship than that. Okay, I'll try to keep out of trouble. I know I've been causing you a lot of stress. Okay, fine, you're lost. We can have a deeper relationship than that. It doesn't have to end with this week. I'm going to sleep. Good night. Alright. Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs, her posture defeated. You head up to your room to turn in. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Yo, these are those things, right? Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. I saw them again, too. Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree. What? WTF? These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there's more to them being here than the mine collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight. You think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaust that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes even as you stare down at the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the pile of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settled in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face twitch with pain, staring up at you with tear-streaked cheeks, trapped by powers beyond her control, terrified of what her now uncertain future will hold. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Holy shoot. Just the cat. It's always just the cat. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into a deep sleep. The cat chose you? I think you're good. Oh, holy moly. Oh, holy moly. What's happening? Hello? Hey, Tabitha. How we doing? Okay, bye, Tabitha. Okay, this is the wing that I did not go to. That's awesome. This is the basement. Oh, holy moly. The basement in the woods. Oh. That's awesome. Wow, that's awesome. All right. Well, so that's the end of the chapter. So we're just gonna end it there, I think. Cool. Well, I have a VOD to watch. Yes, you do. Oh my god. All right. Dang. Yeah. So that's yeah. So that's the end of that. Wow. There's only like 5 chapters. Questions before I forget. Go ahead. You know what I mean? Oh, what is dinner today? Spaghetti. And what concert are we seeing Sunday? Good kid. But I'm going climbing. Around that. Before that, or whatever. Before I make dinner. Alright. So that was cool. That was awesome. I wasn't expecting the chapter to end really there. But I guess it makes sense that it did, because it looks like it's going to be, like, each day. So, we're going to Wednesday, and then we have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Ugh. This game isn't complete, by the way. If people didn't realize that. Who do we want to raid? There's a lot of people live right now. There's a few of my friends live. We raided Shu yesterday, so we're not gonna raid him again today. I don't know what this person's doing. Oh, they're cooking. Oh, yippee. Yeah, F it. We're gonna raid this person. This person has raided me a few times as well. They're also raiding with, they're streaming with Blondie, who that also comes into chat. No, actually, I haven't raided Blondie before. Because they're not usually live. Let's do the opposite. Yeah, so I'll see you guys over there. Have fun. They're making chicken. I'll be live again tomorrow. I don't know if it's gonna be an early stream or a late stream. I'm gonna be really honest. It'll be one of the two. I don't know which one. I think I asked my mom to go to a craft fair with me, so it might be another early stream. It'll probably be knitting. There's a possibility it's Minecraft. But if it's Minecraft, it's gonna be Minecraft with a knitting cam, because I'm still making food. So I'll see you guys over there. Thank you guys so much for being here. Bye!